Okay, we are live. Everybody, my name is Bahdzad.
My name is Risa.
And you are watching the Wonder Looper weekly live stream, broadcasting live from Yokohama, Japan, the intergalactic space headquarters of Wonder Looper. And we've got another episode here for you today. We're going to talk about all the good things that we talk about in pretty much every episode. Updates, thoughts and opinions, more updates, potential release. There's actually some release information coming out today. So we've got some release information. That was in the newsletter, but we're going to reiterate release information here. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you like the kind of stuff that we do here on this channel, then you know what to do. And what's that?
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
And turn on the notification.
Yeah. And tell your friends. Tell a friend or family member how much we mean to you. We appreciate it.
That's weird.
It's weird. It's a little weird. Anyways, welcome everybody. It's been a good week here at Wonder Looper. Many things happening here in the warehouse, in the showroom. It's been a lot of prep week as it usually is.
A lot of boxes being lifted.
Yeah, as you can see, the boxes have in the back there. You can see that they're stacked up almost to the sky, and that really goes all the way to the back there, and then even here. And then yesterday they were supposed to make like a 50 box delivery and 40 box delivery, and that didn't happen. So now it's all coming on Monday with another 40-ish around boxes, huh? So we're gonna be in Box City,
7.
Box Paradise. We're gonna rebrand the store here to just a big box warehouse. Sounds good. So we're gonna be busy next week, and what's coming is the zip hoodie, double heavyweight French terry, and sweatpants. Or no, sweatpants are coming on Friday, something like that. Yeah. So it's been we're gonna have a lot of stuff here. And so double heavyweight French terries, we're basically waiting for the zip hoodies to arrive. And once those arrive, not zip hoodies, sweatpants arrive, then we can start shipping those out to our retail partners and get the release formally scheduled.
Right.
Tentatively scheduled. Now, you never know what could happen between now and then. December 5th. No, not December 5th. December 9th. A Tuesday.
Or Monday.
Right. It'll be the 9th here for us in Japan, 8th a Monday for many of you out there in the West.
Yes.
So it's still early. I'm getting these.
Yeah.
But that's the plan with double heavyweight French terries. Anyways, we'll talk about what's coming, the colors, just to refresh everybody on that stuff. But just so you know, that is what's coming down the line.
Well, yes, the double heavyweight French terry would be the last release of our fall. And instead of having everything together on that date, we decided to release a little bit early.
Yeah.
And that little bit is the cotton cashmere blend
henleys.
Yep. Honeycomb henleys.
And the triple heavyweight tsuriami tees. Yeah. So that is scheduled. I know we usually go in the comments first, but we'll read those in a second. That is going to be scheduled for Thursday, November the 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern. It's an evening release this time. On Thursday, November 20th. It's going to be 9 a.m. Japan time on the 21st for us. So basically, as those orders start rolling in, it's going to be a work day for us. We're going to, be hitting the keyboards and answering your questions and that kind of stuff. And then we're going to be getting things shipped out ASAPs. Right?
Yes. Did we decide to do it 7 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Eastern.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Yeah. So that's going to be the next release. That's going to be the cashmere blend henleys and the triple heavyweight tsuriami tees. Just wanted to get those release informations out at the start of the stream because I know some people don't watch all the way to the end, but now you got your info right there. But we'll talk about some of the details of these products as we move on to the stream. We'll refresh everybody what's happening there. But let's get into the comments.
Yeah,
let's get into the comments.
I think people thought it'd be these that I was expecting 8 p.m.
Oh, right.
And so
Daylight savings.
Yes.
Daylight savings ended in the West.
Yeah. Last Sunday. I
Yeah.
think.
But it doesn't exist here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's look at that. We got the orders rolling. We got double digits. 10 orders today. All right. It's only 9 a.m. We got 10 orders. Fantastic. What was I saying? Yes, daylight savings. So daylight savings is not a thing here in Japan. So we kept our time. Mm-hmm. It's still 9 a.m. our time when this live stream starts. So it's for the West, it sort of went back to being a 7 p.m. show. Mm-hmm. That said, before we get into the comments, again, that said, there might be a change. We're thinking about making a change.
Yes.
You
just
got
to confuse y'all.
Just to ultra confuse everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking of a new time, and on Monday nights.
Yeah.
For a lot of you, Tuesday morning Japan time.
Yeah. So 7 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Japan time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're thinking about switching it to Monday nights. Mm-hmm. So that way.
Or, I mean, like, we were just either thinking 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Eastern, something around there, because I don't think I don't know. Should we change the time? Like, should we keep the 9 a.m. time?
Yes.
And then have, like, people in the Western countries deal with the time changes, or the countries with time changes deal with the time changes?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Alain here says, bad idea. Please don't switch. Bad idea. Please. Anyhow,
I want to hear from you guys who are actually tuning in today to tell us what would or would not work. The thought behind that. The thought behind it is because we think that we like doing the live releases, mm-hmm. and when we can do them, because we don't do releases typically on Saturdays. So Saturdays here in Japan for us. So if we do them on like a Monday, mm-hmm. so it's like a Monday evening release, that's Tuesday morning for us, then we can do the live streams that coincide with the releases, and yeah. So the reason we also don't like to do releases on Saturdays is because we can't ship on Saturday and Sunday. Well, Saturday technically we can do, but we just, if we are having live streams, we can't.
Yeah.
So it's like the time the cutoff time is much earlier on Saturday. So basically, we're not going to be able to ship anything for 2 full days until Monday morning. For the release, and that's just 2 days that's, we're kind of sitting on that. So I think for us, it's, I think it's important to like ship out as quickly as possible so people who are like, bought it and excited can get it sooner, and also the orders don't pile up too much.
Right. Yeah. So that's our thought process. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna, maybe I'll do a big survey in the next email. And we'll see how it goes with everybody.
Another option is if we do it on Monday morning, even though Monday morning is a little bit,
It's a Sunday night live stream for the West.
Yeah, but Sunday nights a lot of people are at home.
Yeah, Sunday nights a lot of people are at home. That's true. Okay, that's another idea.
Let us know what you think.
Right. Vish says, selfishly prefer now. Great start to my weekend in Australia, but happy to listen back after it drops on Tuesday. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I do feel that like we have certainly set a precedent of like Friday evenings at 7/8 p.m. Eastern for the last, I don't know how many years I've been doing this. At least 5 to 7 years. This live stream has existed at this time and place. Mm-hmm. Minimum 5. I don't remember before that how long. I used to do them on Instagram. They used to be the Friday night Instagram live stream.
Yeah, but the time I don't think has changed.
It was always not much. Anyhow, we'll poll the audience and see how it goes. But we're just trying to see if we can better make the live streams work
Mm-hmm.
align with releases. Mm-hmm. So
a couple people said Sunday night's a good idea.
Right?
Well, but yeah, another thing is that like if we do 7 p.m. Monday night, that is like 4 p.m. in the West Coast people, and that's like a full-on work time.
Yeah, but if we do it Sunday night, everyone's home. That's not a bad idea.
Like Sunday 4 p.m. I don't know if you're home, but like
you're getting home. You should be home. You should be getting home. Yeah, you should be home by 4. What are you doing out there? What's outside? Trouble. Okay, so that's sort of the idea out there in the realm. So just know that we're mulling it over. Things might change. You never know. The audience might tell us otherwise. So we'll keep all that into consideration. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just going to scroll up to the top of the comments because I know there's a lot of people who chimed in early, and I just want to make sure that everyone is acknowledged. We've got Mr. Jason, we got Mr. Scott, Jason Scott. Have a great show. We'll be catching up in the morning as per usual. Hit the like button, everybody. Well, thank you, Mr. Scott. And Alex says, oh, cool. I had a question about the shrinkage on the hoodies. No problem. Hoodie shrinkage, just to answer your question real quick, is generally for our products 3 to 5%. 3 to 5%. The hotter you wash it, the more it's going to shrink. The less hot you wash it, the less it's going to shrink. But it's typically in the 3 to 5% range. We don't like dealing with fabrics that have a shrinkage of really much higher than that. Mm-hmm. Now, in general, if something does, say, shrink a little bit more than you expected it to, or maybe, you like the way it shrunk width-wise, but the length didn't work out for you, you can always stretch the garment back out to shape to some way, right? Mm-hmm. So if you maybe it shrunk up in length the way you liked and the width not so much, just stretch it out width-wise, leave the length the way it is. And you just do that after you pull it out of the wash. To give it a little stretch. If you put your stuff in the dryer, obviously it's going to shrink a little bit more, but you can still stretch it out. What I like to do is I hit it with a little bit of steam first. If you have a steamer, we have a steamer. If not, go get a steamer. You can get a little hand steamer or go buy a Jiffy steamer. Very handy. If you're into apparel, you want to have a Jiffy steamer.
Jiffy steamer, if you have room and want to have a Jiffy steamer, it's better for the garments instead of ironing, because iron just kind of put pressure, and sometimes you stretch it out in the way.
I'm just pulling up their old website here so we can make a non-sponsored appreciation for their products. Let's go over here to the browser. Yeah. So it's a great product. One of these guys, that's what you want. This thing is it's a workhorse. That's the Japanese price. The yen sucks right now, but there it is, American price. It's not terrible. That's a big one. This is the pro one.
Yeah.
They have a smaller one, which I think is even less expensive.
Yeah, I think
which it should be. This guy maybe. And they have a couple models, but they all basically do the same thing. The bigger ones have a larger tank for water. If you're working in a retail environment.
Oh, they have a new head.
There you go.
They have a plastic head
with a metal wand.
plate.
Yeah.
So before, they only had either full-on plastic head or full-on metal head, metal with wood. Yeah. And metal with wood is so much nicer, but it's heavier. It's heavy. And plastic is light, and so, I guess they married the two.
Yeah, so that's the metal head there. But, this product is really great. And if you're into apparel and you want to keep your clothes as neat and tidy as you can, this is a great tool to do that. And they're not, I'm going to say it, they're not particularly expensive. They're made in America, and we love them.
And it's a lifetime thing also, because I remember when we're working at Naked and Famous, that the building had a long history of having a apparel business in there, and so there's old Jiffy steamers still hanging around, and we still use it.
This is the industry standard. This is the industry standard. So go and I've seen fancy steamers and this, and they try to make it look like a Rolls Royce or something like that. Don't worry about it. Get this one. This is the workhorse. This is the one you want. So if you need to restretch your garments, or you just need to get the wrinkles out, hit it with a little bit of steam, and that loosens up the fibers, and you just give it a little stretcherino, and you're good as new. So I would highly recommend one of those. Okay, that answers your shrinkage question, hopefully. We've got Manuel, super excited for the new Henley drop. It's coming very soon. Mr. Solvents, hello from Scott Orlando. Tonight's stream is EU friendly-ish, as it's midnight instead of 1 a.m. Yeah, the time change might have... Yeah, anyhow, it is what it is.
But it's like by the time we end, it's like 2 a.m.
Right, yeah.
It starts at midnight.
Mm-hmm. We've got KMX tuning in from Calgary, Alberta. Happy Friday, everyone. Bahdzad and Risa, can we start with a fit check?
All right.
Let's do it. I'll kick it off with the fit check. You know what? I'm going to put my jacket on because my jacket really ties the whole outfit together. Okay, so hold on a second. Okay.
Get ready.
Get ready, everybody.
This is the difference between home live stream and work, like office live stream, because at the office we had to come here, so we have like a whole, jacket and shoes and the whole thing.
Right. So yeah, we have to get dressed. So this is, it's hard to see, but this is the outfit.
Just there. Yeah.
It's just like can't see my face. So I've got the green military style parka on top. We got the double heavyweight Foxfibre French terry hoodie. So I'm gonna try to get the whole thing in there. Maybe you can see it, right? So that's that. We've got black, solid black selvage naked and famous jeans here. Kind of faded. I like the amount that they're faded. I've got some of my Yucatan like loafers here with the black crepe sole and like sort of a snakeskin looking leather here. It's not snakeskin leather. It's like a snakeskin style print. I've got the new Wonder Looper Foxfibre beanie, some Effector glasses, and my Omega space watch. There we go. And that's me today. Brown and green and black. I've been wearing a lot of brown and black combo lately, or like earth tone and black. So I've just been in this mood as of late. So that's Bahdzad's outfit really today. Miss Risa is up.
All right. I'm wearing, this is Rocky Mountain, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Rocky Mountain feather bed, like Chinese style buttoned, little light style vest. Wearing the henley, honeycomb henley in ecru color. I got my Tory leather belt. I got my old jeans from Naked and Famous, classic fit. I've been wearing these a lot this fall because I feel like I only wear these in the fall time. It's very fall-y. Yucatan boot. I forgot what the name. I never know the names, but yeah, these are great boots. What else do I have? I got my watch as usual, Porsche Designs.
And we tried to coordinate a bit here.
I have a jacket also.
Yeah, Risa is wearing one of my army green short coats, and this was the full couple style outfit today.
Yeah, it's getting a little cold, so.
Yeah, so that's how we do it. So basically, when we're outside, you should be able to recognize that we're a pair. That's
it's just that we don't look bad, like different.
We don't look different.
So different to, together, if, there's some kind of cohesion.
Yeah, the outfits have to be cohesive. Yeah, cohesion. So there's our fit check today. I gotta get the camera to maybe move up a little bit. There's a lot of setup things I need to work on. Okay. What do we see here? Shout out to Filthy Cyber says, shout out to those vintage eames in the background. Are they new or did I pay any attention last week? Oh, these ones.
They were here last week, but we got, it's relatively new.
Yeah, so these are they're from a company called Modernica. So they're made in USA and they're still made with the fiberglass. So they're the fiberglass. So they're made like the vintage Eames chairs. Actually, this company they bought all the old machines
that they used to make the actual Eames fiberglass chair. And Eames Herman Miller doesn't even make fiberglass
Yeah.
chair anymore. So
they're pretty nice, and they're low to the ground. So we have them with that the sort of lower legs on these guys, and so it just matches the height of our couch. Because the couch, as fat and chunky as it is, it's quite low to the ground. So we wanted to get something a little bit low. The next thing we got to get is a coffee table. The metal crate works okay, but
it's okay, but it's actually like small.
Yeah.
You know, we can put too many things on there.
Yeah. Alan says, can you show a link for those chairs? Sure, no problem. We're fans of the Modernica. If you're in America, it is certainly easier to buy. They're not as available here in Nihon. So this is their website, Modernica, and they make some very beautiful furniture, as you can see. And the prices are, I guess I'm in Japan, so it's just showing me the Japanese prices. But they gotta have chairs here somewhere. Where is it? Seating. Come on. There we go. Fiberglass chair somewhere. Yeah. So you can change the legs. Basically.
And they have
a lot
so
of
many
colors.
different legs,
like that,
like a height wise, high and low, and also like the rollies, with the wheels.
Yeah, or like you can get like a rocking chair style, and they have so many colors. Like that's the beauty of this, is that, like, whatever your design is in your home, you're gonna be able to find something that's gonna match. And of course, the design wise, they're quite timeless and classic, and like quality wise, especially with the fiberglass, they're made to last practically forever.
And we thought about buying, because they have like a Herman Miller has like a plastic version.
Yeah.
And it's just like plastic version will scratch up whenever you put down like a bag, or you sit down with like a little hardware on your back or whatever. So this way, like with fiberglass, we didn't have to worry about scratching it up. It already looks like scratched up, and it just adds to the aging process.
It has sort of you'll see it here, but they basically put some sort of like resin on top of the fiberglass, and then you can see all those fiberglass sort of shards, and then it just the chair itself looks scratched up already. So it has this really neat texture. And even finding old vintage ones, 50, 60 years old, like they still look great. So like they might be a little bit pricey. The Modernica ones I think they're well priced for what they are, especially with how much work goes into making them. And then they're just going to last forever. Yeah. They're just going to last forever. So a nice little investment in a chair. So,
it's like when we got these chairs, Wyatt said that it reminded him of like Six Flags or something. Yeah. And it's used in park bench or
airports,
things like that a lot, because it lasts, it's very durable.
Yeah. So big fans over here, and I like the Modernica products because I like people who pay attention to those old school details, and you can get a really neat chair from them. Look at that. That's cool. That's the story of our new chairs, the Modernica fiberglass chair. All right. Okay. People seem to like them in the chat. Very good. Okay, Elaine says, can you talk a little bit more about those glasses? Sure, I can. These I've had for many years now. They're from a brand called Effector. They make really cool sort of vintage style glasses. If you like black and thick glasses, Effector is a really neat brand for that. And I find that their prices are very reasonable as well. This fit is called the Dirt, and you can see handmade there in Japan. Yeah, and they have this sort of clear, clearness to them, which I think is pretty neat as well. So I can again, no affiliation. I just like their products. We'll throw them up on. We'll give them a little shout out here on the live stream. But if you come to Japan, if you're looking for glasses, this might be something you want to check out. Yeah. So if you like chunky and retro style glasses, these guys certainly have you covered. And I think, again, like I mentioned before, the prices they're not so bad. Like for made in Japan, 44,000 yen, like I think that's that's a really good price. All things considered, there's a lot of like designer glasses out there in the world right now where their prices are in like 4-figure like US dollars. I'm like, it's a little rich for my blood. But if you like what you like, it also depends on the material. Sometimes you see these glasses and like the details in them are incredible. But I just find that for what these guys do, their price points are very, very aggressive. And I like that. I like people who take things to the nth degree in terms of detail and quality and provide it at a reasonable price. Something that's they might be expensive, but you get a lot for what you pay for. So I really like this brand. I only have one pair, but I would like to get more. Okay. All right. If I missed your question, you can ask us again, and we'll be happy to answer. Elaine says, I have heard of glasses by Jacques-Marie Marge. I know the name, and are also made in Japan. Any thoughts on them? I like their designs, and they make a lot of like limited edition glasses. I think whenever they do a production run, I could be very wrong, but they do like
sounds familiar. But
yeah, the prices are really high.
Oh,
the designs are really nice. The prices are they're expensive.
I see.
And I like them. I have nothing bad to say about them. I just think that they're a little rich, and if you can afford it, that's great. I like my effectors. I think styling wise, you can get. There's a lot of the thing is like sometimes in like the design world, it's hard. There's quality, so you at the very like bottom, at the very least, the quality level is very high, and then it just depends on like your value for the design, and like are you willing to pay that much more for that level of design? And I think that's just sort of where my opinion lands on that one. I haven't looked at them too much. I think I've saw some price points, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stick over here.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I do not know anything about this brand.
Yeah, I could pull it up. It's not. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull it up. Maybe handle another comment while I look that one up.
Sorry. Let me see. The Raven says, since we're discussing different products, how do you keep your Converse so clean?
Oh, that's an easy answer. You just buy new ones. For me, I'm not wearing Converse today, but like I have a lot of filthy Converse.
I have very dirty ones.
Yeah.
I don't clean them. I never do. I have washed my Converse like in the machine and stuff, but like if you go to Coin Laundry, sometimes they have a shoe machine that you can just put your shoes. I've done that, but I don't know. It's just like I don't really like squeaky clean shoes.
I want them to be a little worn in.
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
Converse. I feel like new Converse really need to have a bit of a worn in look to them. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Here, back to the glasses talk. So, I mean, look at these. These are very beautiful frames.
I can see that.
Available in a bunch of different colors. It says limited to 400 pieces. But then it comes with the price. I mean, it's up there. It's far from the most expensive I've seen. I've seen way more expensive glasses than that.
Yeah.
And
that's like 3 times the factor, right?
Right.
Like it's, if you like it, you like it. And with glasses, I think because it becomes part of your face, basically, like it's important to have the right like design.
Yes. And I will also say that because you wear these every day, maybe your per wear cost, just if you want to think about it like that, goes down a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Glasses get worn a lot. So, if you really like the way that this looks, you're just, and it might just be worth the investment for you, because at the very least, this is a luxury, like certain things, like this is like even raw denim jeans. Sometimes I say, like, it's a luxury that you can enjoy a lot. You can wear them over and over and over again. So, they are pretty penny, but they are pretty glasses, and, craftsmanship wise, the quality is going to be there. Can you find other options of a similar caliber quality, maybe in a better price? Certainly. And if those are more up your speed in terms of the way they look, go for that. But sometimes, you got to pay the life tax, and you end up with having to, like, these are pretty cool. They're pretty cool in price, but they're pretty cool also. So what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I also don't own any, like, no, that's not true. I have, like, the thin glasses that I wear, and, like, those are my most normal looking glasses.
Yeah, well, you also don't wear sunglasses. Like, I never wear regular glasses, but I only wear sunglasses. And you only wear regular
eyeglasses. Yeah.
And you never wear sunglasses. I don't know how you live in like a sunny day.
Stay in the shade. Stay in the shade. Yeah. So anyway, some glasses talk for you. I don't know how many glasses wearers out there we've got, but I do enjoy a good pair of glasses.
Alex asks, can I put hoodie in the dryer? Air dry, like the site says, would take forever. Yes, you can. It is, it is made of cotton. We put all of our clothes in the dryer. It doesn't really matter. But the reason why we recommend the care that we recommend, which is not put it in the tumble dryer, is to prolong the life of the garment. So it is a trade-off. If you want the convenience, then you are damaging the garment, just so slightly each time with the heat and everything. So you have to understand that, and you have to be okay with it. We're okay with it, so that's why we put it in our dryer. There will be some shrinkage because of that as well. And, it's just, you make a decision there.
Yeah. Like, when we talk about the 3 to 5% shrinkage, that the 5% is mostly, accounting for the wash and dry. Some people are going to put that in a hot wash, hot dry. They just do that with everything. But like Risa said, you just have to understand what comes with that. Right. So in the dryer, it's tumbling around. You're putting some, abrasion on the fabric. And that's why when we say, certainly you can put it in the wash, right? We say inside out. And the reason we say inside out is because when that abrasion happens, it's happening on the inside of the garment, or at least mostly on the inside of the garment. So if the inside gets a little bit more fluffy, well, that's okay, because, you don't see it so much. And so that way it better preserves the exterior of the garment. So there's a lot of, like, wash and care tips that you can apply. And, like, when we recommend, what we recommend is, the most gentle touch. That way you get the most, long life out of your product. But, if you're okay with, maybe a little pilling here and there, a little bit of fuzziness, that's okay. That's life. And, I would say that our product can certainly handle the dryer. The dryer is not going to destroy your garment, but,
right.
More so than if you were to treat it with gentle hands.
Right.
Right? So there you go. The Raven says, as a fellow four-eyed friend, I prefer a thin metal rim pair. I recommend gins for everyone with the same taste. Yes. Here in Japan, there's a lot of options for glasses, like a ridiculous amount of options for glasses. And there's places like Gins, Zoff. What's the other one? I don't know. Anyhow, there's
Gins, Zoff, Own Days.
Own Days, yeah. So there's all these. You'll see them everywhere, and there's a lot of glasses stores that will turn out a pair of glasses with the prescription in literally like an hour. Like, they will do you can pick your frame, they'll do the eye test, they'll have the lens in stock, they'll cut it, they'll fit it, everything real fast. And, like, you can get glasses here for under $100. Easy. Like, really easy. So there's a lot of places that, it's just kind of convenient to buy, like, fashion glasses. If you want something like classic thin metal rim, you can do that. You can buy, things that might look like this. I will say the quality material wise, you're not getting like this level,
No.
but looks wise, you can certainly achieve some of these things.
If you can find something that works for your face and that you're happy with the material and everything, like you can like do it. Like there also like their like range of lens is like really vast. Like you can find any lens, like you know the ones with
UV cut or
UV
like
cut,
blue light
cut, the one that changes color.
transitions.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so when you come to Japan, it's I would say it's worth it to check out some of those glasses stores. And I would say that if you go into like the ones in like Shibuya, Harajuku, like Ginza, a lot of like the areas where you can expect a lot of like heavy like tourist traffic, they'll have English staff there and they're ready for you. Like they're ready to serve you in your home language, and they'll get you set up no problem.
And some of those places even have like, you know, here's a like higher end, you know, made in Japan or whatever, like, you know, these sections too. So it's fun. I feel like people know like one of those like travel things that people talk about now. So like all of a sudden I see like all kinds of like travelers who are just like, I'm here to get glasses in Japan.
It's not a bad idea because you know I would say at home they're so expensive. You know, you got to go see an eye doctor and all this stuff, and like you certainly need to see an eye doctor every now and then, but just to get some glasses, no, here they can do them real quick, real easy for you. You know, it's not a like a, you're not seeing an eye doctor when they're doing, you know, your prescription, but you're seeing like, you know, a technician who knows how to like get you the right lenses.
They're not going to fix your eye disease.
Right.
But,
Shiba Speed says, I got a pair from Kaneko Optical Frames. Yes, that's another. They do more higher end glasses here in Japan.
I think that's just all made in Sabaya, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe just.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, but there's a lot of great options here. Somebody asked if Effector does same day glasses. J-Man, I don't know if they do same day in store, but what you can do is you can take your frames and you can go to Zoff or you go to Jin's or any of these places, and you can bring your frames from anywhere. So say you have some old frames at home that maybe the lenses aren't, you know, what you want anymore.
Yeah, well, they don't actually want to do like vintage frames and stuff. Like people, like places like that, they tend to say like, you know, no, or like, you know, just at your own risk.
Yeah,
like we may break it because we don't have, you know.
They say that. They say that, but I've brought many glasses
I think
there. And
things like this is definitely fine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, things that are like really old and like, you know, just frail might be, you know, these are like acetate, like really strong frames, like fine. Dainty ones, maybe you want to be careful with.
Right. This is not a dainty audience.
I guess not.
BD says, I have some Bulgari frames. Someone at work told me it was a fancy brand. I just like them. Nice. You're a fancy man. But yeah, you know what? Whatever that's basically the bottom line. Whatever you like. I just remember that episode of Seinfeld where what George ended up with the ladies' frames. Was it George? I think it was George. It was George, yeah. And then
he got his frame stolen at the gym.
Yeah.
Or like.
I think it was at the gym, and then he got the wrong glasses, and everyone was like, "Are those ladies' glasses?"
And it turns out, spoiler alert, but like it turns out it wasn't stolen. He just left it at the top of the locker or something.
Oh, George.
Like that episode.
Yeah. Juels likes your vest, Teresa. Says it goes very hard.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, BD says, what's the best thing that happened to you this week? Extra points if it's seeing the other person every day.
Well, that's a given.
That's a given. That's a blessing that we have. Thankfully, we get to be with each other and spend all of our days together. You know, some people, they ask us and they're like, how do you do that? Like you might be a couple and they're like, we'd kill each other if we had to be around each other all day. I'm like, I don't know. It's just, you know, some couples are wired to have more private time, and some we work really well together. So that's the way it goes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But what was the best thing that happened this week? Let me show you.
I was thinking that. I was really thinking that.
That's
But
a good-
it's because it happened yesterday
a
too.
great segue, by the way. Look at my hair is terrible, by the way. Look, don't look. But look what we got, Risa,
All right.
Vanna.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna start with this. Iron Mordant version of the Fox 80 hat that you've seen this many times by this point.
Yeah.
But this one is the Iron Mordant version. Very handsome.
Yeah, so we've got the Iron Mordant and the Coyote 80. Well, I took the original sample. So we got the Coyote 80 here. So I'm a Coyote 80 camo, but Risa's got that Iron Mordant on, and I think it looks pretty handsome. I think it actually works really well with your outfit today. But we also got something very special.
Yes, this is. I think this is more exciting. I don't know. I think this is our first product using Yak.
Yeah, it's the Yak-blend knit cap. So this is going to be arriving. When is this coming?
I think we can I think they're gonna arrive maybe by the end of the year, but the end of the year, everything stops. So we'll probably release it in the New Year's.
Yeah, so this will be an early New Year release.
It's it's hard to maybe see, but
there's a warmness to the gray here. You can see that darkness of the yak fiber.
Yeah, the depth of color here is very nice. Even though it looks like lighter gray, it's I don't know, if you look closely, just you feel that it's different.
Yeah. That's
the beauty of natural colors, I think. It's not dyed. It's yak hair is dark brown, almost black kind of color, and they blend it with white, so it's makes or I guess ecru, so it's got this warm
it's
heather
variation in tone.
Yeah.
It's very nice. This is the Iron Mordant real close up, so you can see it, just to give you guys a nice close look at it. And then you know what? Let's do the A and B with the Coyote 80 here. So you can see the color tone here. So that's the difference. So this is the 80, the Iron Mordant 80 and the Coyote 80. So it's actually the same yarns that we use for the double heavyweight sweatshirts. The t-shirts are made with a Coyote 70. So it's a slightly different blend, but the sweatshirts are made with the 80. So if you want to go, Foxfibre, head to toe camo, you'll be indistinguishable in the field.
Also in the a jungle of cardboard boxes that kind of has the similar tone.
Sometimes I get lost in the cardboard. But this is coming. So this was, I would say, the highlight of the week because we were looking forward to receiving these, and then bam, they just showed up yesterday, thankfully, and things are moving.
Let's just describe a little bit of this yak, because I feel like the 100%. Oh well, I mean it's 100% cotton. I forgot the
there's a bit of nylon.
There's an elastic in there. Nylon elastic, I think.
Yeah.
But just for the stretch. But mostly cotton versus Yak-blend. So Yak's properties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Properties are similar to wool. It keeps you warm. It's lighter, and it's got this soft touch. So as a hat, this one's lighter.
Yes,
and this one's also more bouncier.
Yeah, I also find that it depends on some people. They don't like wool. I don't find if I were to put this on.
You
don't feel that wooliness to it. You actually feel it it's very cotton feeling, but it does have a bit more warmth to it. You can feel it right away. So there is a sort of wooliness note to it that you will notice. I'm just saying the light in here is just getting too bright. The sun's coming out. So this is the next the part of the next release. This will be early in the new year, so it'll still be wintertime, still be beanie weather, but it will be the first of the yak. The first taste of yak from Wonder Looper will be here in beanie land.
Yeah.
Come beanie.
More to come.
Yeah.
But we were able to get this made quickly.
Yes. They, it's just everything was slow until like a couple of weeks ago when everything was suddenly fast. And the socks are coming. Risa just did the packaging for it. I mean, this is just a little sample of it, but it will be in green print.
It will be in like so the idea was to kind of make it look like our t-shirt, Foxfibre t-shirt label. So it would have like a, lighter brown background and then deep green.
Deep green print, yeah. So it'll be on like a craft paper style paper with the green print. So those are going to be coming soon, and they're going to be great socks for you, great socks for a gift, good stocking stuffer. One of these, I'm just going to tell my friends and family right now, this is your Christmas present. This is what you're getting. So that's coming soon. I see Motion is in the chat. This is another thing. My friend Motion is here in the chat. He visited us this week here in Japan. And I'm not saying it because I saw Motion in chat, but I was going to mention this in the last. I had it prepared right here.
Yes.
This was another blessing this week. Yeah. There's been a lot of blessings this week, and this was a good segue. Okay. So Motion came, and he came and visited us. He's a dear old friend of ours from the denim industry, but just as a great human being in general. And he made this book recently. So he has a brand called ENDRIME, and he does consulting. I mean, he knows everything about
the denim industry, and he teaches in
people, universities. And,
to use denim and make brand and all of that stuff. So he's very knowledgeable, but he's also a vintage. He's
also there's people you meet in the denim industry who they're just there, right? It's a job, right? But no, Motion is
he lives it.
He lives it, right? It's like, I would say like us, we live it. Like it's not just about a product, commodity, sell it, make. I really like what we do. Like it is a genuine interest. Like when I'm not working, I'm looking at clothes. I'm reading clothing magazines. Like this is what I'm genuinely interested in. And Motion is the same thing. And like he made this book, and it's awesome. And it's just beautiful photos of rare vintage pieces. And if you want a great photo book, if you love raw denim, if you love denim, if you like vintage clothing, this is a must own. You can get one of these from, I think it's on his website, ENDRIME, ENDRIME. And this is a collection of photos from a Hong Kong vintage collector. So he was in Hong Kong and he met with these guys with this incredible vintage collection, and he had the opportunity to go there and photograph everything. And we're talking about pieces that like you've never seen before, like rare archival pieces, stuff that Levi's and that they don't even have things like this. So these guys have them. They're over 100 years old in some cases, and it's just beautiful, detailed photos of everything. So it's a great resource, I would say, for even if you're in the industry, if you're in the fashion world, it's a great resource because number one, you get to amass a collection like this. It's going to cost you need, God level dollars in order to buy all this stuff up. And on top of that, you need the luck to be able to find these pieces. So let me put it to you this way. Having that magic combination, there's like one guy, his name's Ralph Lauren, and that's probably about it. And these guys here in Hong Kong, but this was a group of people. And now you can see all those details up close, beautiful photos of everything. And, if you're into vintage style construction, you can now get some really great detail shots as references. So even if you're trying to reproduce something, this is a great way to look and find out those details. Like look at, you've got great pocket shots here. The circle rivets. I would just say at Naked and Famous, this is the one thing I really, really wanted to do with circle rivets, because I love circle. You never see circle rivets. No. Not never, but it's so rare, right? They're not rivets. They're circle bar tacks. Yeah. Right? They look like rivets, but they're bar
They're
tack.
imitating rivets.
Yeah.
And
My guess is this is probably like during like World War II rationing era where like metals had to be, rationed off, and they're just like, well, what are we going to do? Circle bar tack. That's Motion's going to correct me with the history on that one, but I think that's where that came from. But yeah, very excited to have this. And I'm just going to say, Motion, do a sweatshirt one.
yes.
Do a sweatshirt one next.
Yes.
When is it being released? Devin says it is out now. He was here in Japan selling these. So he came to a vintage fair called Inspiration, and he brought his books and he sold them out. And then he also met with some Japanese bookstore companies. They have many bookstores, and he was there to show them the book. And I don't know what happened, but my guess is that they're putting it in all their stores.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's a great book. It's great photos, and it's just like, even if you're not like super knowledgeable, I am not super knowledgeable about like vintage pieces like that, but it is just so mesmerizing, and it's a very good like book, and I'm very happy to have this.
Yeah. So you can see he's done a collection of books, and I'm sure he's going to keep it going. So go check out the website ENDRIME, and go get one of these.
Very nice person.
Yeah.
When I bought my chain stitch machine, I like asked him for advice, because he's so like, he knows everything about like these vintage machines, and like what to look for, and what to be careful of, and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's very helpful in that.
Motion is he's the glue that keeps, I'm going to say he's the glue that keeps the denim industry. Everyone's sort of connected to Motion in some way.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him, and he's always there. He's just a great guy.
Yeah.
And he knows so much. And if you're a real again, lover of fashion, apparel, vintage, construction, go check out Motion's work. He's,
And like, one thing I really admire about him is that, like, we all know kind of like these like super vintage nerds that are like, everything about vintage, and it's like so into it, but maybe don't have any like understanding of what goes on in production, like
Sure.
scale things, and real industrial things that's happening right now, right? Like, he's very much in tune with both worlds. He
Yes.
knows everything about vintage, and he knows how to apply it in the current,
marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to make something like, of that caliber, quality construction be actually made. Like, he can walk through the entire step from like
Yes.
literal cotton all the way to like the packaging, and retail distribution. Like, Motion's one of few in the world that can
Very impressive
know the whole
person.
production line. So there you go. And Motion says the book is out now. Japanese edition came out this month. Well, there you go. So that's it. That's Mr. Motion. That's his great book. Shang Style says, Motion, I've heard you on various interviews and podcasts. You remind me of Brandon from Nick and Famous. How quick you speak, and your
I always
awesome
say
energy.
that too.
Yeah. I think if you are a lover of denim, you have to talk really fast. That's sort of a...
I don't talk.
I
really
talk
fast.
really fast, and sometimes I just remember, like, we'd be at trade shows, me and Brandon, and they're just like, are you guys brothers or something? And we're like,
Yeah.
No.
But I do feel like
Yes.
Motion and Brandon
No.
looks
Yes.
more
No.
alike,
Yeah.
and they talk more like, I think they're more brothers. But you would be, all three of you are brothers.
Motion says, circle bar tack is called a dot tack. There you go, a dot tack. There you have it. So those are some of the fun things that happened this week. I do enjoy when people roll through, you sometimes you never know who's going to walk through that door, because sometimes you get random people walking in, unbelievably great people, and oftentimes it's viewers from the live stream, and we get to meet you in real life and shake your hand and show you all the new stuff, and it's really been great. So I'm glad we finally have this showroom now that we can share our space with you and see you somewhere.
Yeah,
right.
And it's amazing that this time, right now, like these past, few years, it's been like everybody comes to Japan. It's incredible, like everybody, and multiple times. So we recommend you to come and join us as well.
Yes. And BD, actually, this is this is not off topic, but just swaying us a little bit. As much as I'm Canadian and prefer toque, please call them beanies. Get it?
Oh.
Kombini. Kombini. In Japanese, in Japan, the convenience store is called a kombini. It's not a convenience store, it's a kombini. And so obviously it's derived from the English word convenience store.
Yeah.
But
we also call it convenience store, but yeah.
Nobody calls it that.
Yes. It's too long.
It's too long. It's too many. It's like a computer is a pasokon.
Personal computer.
Yeah, pasokon.
We
kombini.
like to shorten the English words.
Yeah, it's great. So you
or any words, long words.
Right. But the bottom line is, as little Japanese as you think you speak, you actually speak a lot more Japanese than you realize.
Basketball.
Yeah.
It's basket.
Basketball.
Yeah, but basket. We call it basket.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Baseball is called yakyu.
Baseball is one of the rarest sports that originated in the West that we have a Japanese dedicated name for it.
Yeah.
And I think a famous author named it yakyu, which is I think
I don't know.
A long time ago, but yeah, it's called a field ball.
Field ball.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense. You need to have a big field to play baseball.
Field ball. It's just, when I was a kid, there's stick ball, right? It's kind of like baseball, but it's, something you might just play in the streets, just stick ball. And to me, as a kid, I always thought, yeah, I mean, I guess you're not hitting it with a stick, but it kind of is a stick.
Yeah.
I always thought stickball was a better name than baseball, but there are bases.
Bases, yeah.
So,
and bases are important.
Field ball. Anyhow, it's all these sports names. Basketball makes sense, although there's no baskets anymore. They used to be baskets.
Yeah, but I mean...
We learned this from a Canadian heritage moment, by the way. We were all I don't know. So, Canada likes to take the achievements that sometimes maybe the thing is that these are Canadians who were in America when they developed all these things, but then they always plaster them as these great Canadian heritage moments. It's they credit Superman with being a Canadian invention, and I think the person who originally drew Superman was a Canadian, but also in America, and probably was living their life in America. And same thing with basketball. Dr. James Naismith was a Canadian, and he invented basketball, I think at the YMCA.
What?
Yeah.
Canadian
Yeah,
invention.
they're all over the place. So we get reminded as children, we were just constantly blasted by these PSAs that
Canada's
great. We've invented things too. We've done it, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta be proud.
It's a good reminder. Okay, Shank Style says, speaking of kombini, would Wonderlooper ever do a sock collab with Family Mart or something?
No.
Yeah,
no.
I wouldn't say a hard no. It's just the price point is not going to be convenience store pricing.
Yeah, they're not endorsing.
Yeah.
They have their own brand, and good for them.
The convenience wear, as convenient as it is, it's sort of in the level of they're fighting against Uniqlo and Muji and GU and it's very inexpensive and convenience wear is literally it's convenient
or the opposite of what we do basically.
It's
very convenient.
Are your feet soaked because you were in the rain? Well, we got socks on every block because we have a convenience store in every block, and there are socks available for you. So it's that sort of thing, and they're fine, and I think they make a really great souvenir because they have the special colors, and every convenience store seemingly has their own version of convenience wear. And
nowadays, because of the success of those socks, those socks really was iconic, especially the original one with the
green and blue
and green Family Mart colors. It really burnt into people's mind. That's a great branding, right? It's just those colors now. the combination of those colors. Now you see it, like you automatically think of, Family Mart. And maybe before you did too, because your Family Mart is everywhere, but especially now with all of that. So, the way they're kind of brilliant is that they take that idea and applied it to like other brand, other things.
Products.
So
Family chicken.
Family chicken is one. The other thing is like Family Mart in Japan, like acquired AMPM back in the days. AMPM existed in Japan, the convenience store, and they had that like purple and red, like a blue, purple, red, or something like that. Those colors, orange.
Yeah, I think blue.
Purple, purple and orange, like some kind of color. And, for like people my age, like, we remember it. But by the time they made the socks, like, it was, NPM was long gone. And, it was like because Family Mart bought it and turned everything into Family Mart. But like, for us, it was just like nostalgia color combos. And so like, I bought this socks and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah. So the Family Mart, this is what Family Mart looks like. These colors, outside this green and blue and white. So very iconic colors here in Japan. And they made these socks that are seemingly, not seemingly everywhere. They're everywhere. And like Risa was saying, they do these, alternate color versions.
And they take, like, I also have like a baseball team ones. Oh, that's the
AMPM one. Yeah. Sorry, it's not the greatest. Doesn't zoom in so good, but those are the AMPM colors. And they are also known for like their fried chicken in the stores, and they call it Family Chicken. And they even have like ones that are with the colors of the packaging of the Family Mart chicken. How did that work?
Yeah.
View image. No. Anyhow, it's that. You get the idea.
Yeah. And now they have one with the Simpson collaboration, Simpson colors. And I really want it. I can't seem to find it anywhere.
They're sold out everywhere. But yeah, I like just to circle back to the original question. I don't think like these socks are like 400 yen or 300 yen. Like there's just our price difference is just not going to be something that I think a company like Family Mart is so interested in. I mean, they're not selling made in Japan socks.
No,
we're selling made in Japan socks with like very fine materials. So it's they're cute, and not every sock you're ever going to own in your closet is going to be a pricey sock. Sometimes we all have cheap socks in our closet. It's fine.
I love this idea and I support it fully, but it's not something that we do with Wonder Looper. It's a different world.
Hey, if they called us and said, "Hey, that price point's fantastic, blah blah blah, it's gonna be great for us."
Foxfibre socks.
We want 50,000 pairs of socks.
I don't know.
You give it. No problem. No problem. If you're a Family Mart CEO guy, if you're watching right now,
buy a sock factory to keep up with the demand.
Let's do it. Sock factory. Can we please?
Don't know how to run a factory.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Okay. You saw it right here, guys. We're buying a factory.
Okay.
Carl Morawski is in the house. The boss. Good to see you. My man. I was watching your video this morning on N1 deck jackets. That's how I was getting ready. I'm watching Carl. So I'm glad to see you, my friend. Good to see you here. Nicholas Vilpu says, I'm ashamed to say it took me years to realize why 7-Eleven's Nana Chiki was named that. Nana Chiki. Why do you think that is? 7. That's right. So 7. So Family Chiki, Nana Chiki. There you have it. BD says, will you have socks end of November?
I think it will be early December.
Okay. So early.
But before Christmas.
They will be, if you're buying them for a Christmas gift or something, you can have them in time. Yes. Well, they will be in your hands.
But you have to get it like right when we drop it.
Yes. But I mean, like if we early December, I mean, like if we I would say
realistically,
the cutoff time for like Christmas delivery is probably going to be around the 19th or 20th.
Go down.
Oh wait, sorry, that's November. You know what? Even if you ordered on, like, I would say the 19th is probably the cutoff for, like, That's like the last minute. Like I can't even
But
guarantee.
if people bought them on the 19th, we can't ship them till 22.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like it might arrive.
I think that's a very...
Okay. So anyhow, the bottom line is that like if we get your order out before the 18th or on the 19th, out on the 19th, that's your last chance probably to have it before Christmas. So anyhow, we'll be here in full force shipping everything out. And
anyways, don't wait till last minute. We would have our socks available before that, well before that, like early December. So let's break it up.
That's it.
Let's have more buffer time.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're trying to make that happen. And you know, because this socks thing is we're not wholesaling to anybody at this point. We're just like, we were able to make it in time for Christmas, so we just rushed through it. So we're the only ones, our website is the only ones who are going to have this product, which means that as soon as we get them, we can just release them. So
yeah. It'll be quick.
Yeah.
Once we have them in stock, we'll get them out to you real quick so you can get them. So they're going to be available in these 3 colors. And Risa, do you want to show the other sock that we got? We got another. So there's another sock.
So this, I don't
We don't know the
think we
delivery
should-
date on this.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
we should promise before Christmas. I don't think so. Potentially, who knows? But this one is the other sock.
This is the first preview, by the way, of this.
Yes.
Yes.
So this one is rib top, you know, just regular rib. Of course, made with Foxfibre Coyote 80 blend. And what's amazing about this socks is the bottom is a rib pile socks. So it's a rib pile socks. The pile part is like this,
Yeah.
you know. So it's
Just
let's do
pull it all out.
All out.
So it's extra comfy and like
So you
cushiony
got
on the bottom.
cushion, yeah, like very like, you know, I'm sure you've had this like thick bottom socks. It's kind of used in like a lot of like athletic socks and stuff sometimes, but it is very comfortable. The extra, you know, kind of like puffiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that one because you get that mix of textures here and a nice pillow for your feet for extra comfort. So these are going to be called the pile socks. So you have sort of those French terry loops here.
Yeah.
On the bottom.
And I have to get a little bit more information on this, but so apparently the combination of rib top and pile bottom is kind of a rare machine, like the machine that does this make these socks. So you don't see it that often apparently. So we got the rib pile, and that's part of the reason why we liked it, because it's just like, okay, it's also, you know, interesting backstory. We're gonna learn more about it. And then so these ones will come in these like solid colors. So we got the Fox 80, and you guessed it, we're gonna have the Iron Mordant version of this, and we're also gonna have ecru, like organic cotton ecru. So it's gonna be like, you know, just regular,
a whitey beige kind of cotton. Yeah.
Regular looking socks. But yeah, so those are the 3 options. And I think for these ones, because we're not like, you know, as you probably know from like our t-shirt product range and everything, that Foxfibre is like different depending on the blend and all of that. The price can be different. So for these ones, because we're not like mixing with just, you know,
with a conventional cotton, or just a white cotton,
organic cotton, like ecru cotton like these. So we're gonna have to have like probably 2 or 3 different price points. The ecru one is going to be the least expensive in this, but we'll see what happens. We don't know the
pricing is still to come.
Yeah.
A pimp named Slickback asked for the pricing. So pricing is still to come. Sizing, we're gonna have 3 sizes: small, medium, large.
Yes.
So
small would be like, you know, most women size 20. Sorry, I'm going with centimeters because that's how I know. But 22.2 5 to 24.5, which is, I think majority of women would fall in that. And then the medium is 25 to 27, or maybe like taller women would have 25 centimeter feet, but like, and then, you know, men who are maybe a little bit smaller in men's sizes, maybe up to like 9 or something.
No, it goes to like 27 is 9.
27 is 9?
27 is 9.5, I think. Yeah. So like I have 28 centimeter feet, and it's like.
The 27 is 9. Yes.
Yeah. So I have 28 centimeter, and that's like a US size 10 around.
Okay.
And I can wear the medium fine. I can also wear the large. So it's like, I think
these are socks. Yeah.
If you're like in 9-10 land, you can go medium large. I think no problem.
Yeah. And the large would be 27.5 to 29.5, which is, I don't know what size.
I don't remember.
It's pretty big, I think.
So I think we're going to cover most folks.
Population,
Shaquille O'Neal, if you're watching, just let me know. We'll work out a size for you. But that offer is exclusively to Shaq.
Yes.
I would also consider Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Yes. If either of those two guys... Look, if you're
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, Shohei Ohtani. If you were on an NBA, if you were on an NBA dream team or like a Olympic dream team,
if you are like the athlete that we know of specifically, then
and a giant.
Yeah,
yeah,
you have to be a giant.
You have to be a giant. Yeah. We'll get you covered. Yes. Okay. Arif says, I'm just thinking about how that would actually work. I don't think it would. We'll find a way. Life finds a way. Arif says, can we get some Foxfibre scarves? I'm going to go with someday.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with next year. We'll have more time to plan out the knitwear collection. Right?
Accessories.
Yeah.
Like knickknacks collection.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
So I will say that give us time, and we'll have a neat little assortment of knitwear items. Yeah. Nick says the large would fit Shaq's toe.
I think okay.
I think Shaq's toe is
medium.
Yeah.
I feel like a large. I haven't seen a large in person yet, but large is humongous.
Yeah.
No? I don't know.
Is the sizing for both types of socks? I wear a 31. The sizing is for both. Both socks will have small, medium, large.
Like 31, I would say I think it's not unwearable, the large.
Yeah, they also stretch. Like,
yes.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully large still works. We'll see. Look, I would say don't buy 10 pairs and buy one pair, and if it works, then it works, and then you get some more. I will say, just as a PSA out there, if you haven't purchased from us before and you do that, like, it's not a lot. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes people, it's like their first order, they ordered like 10 t-shirts, all in the same size, and like, they bought the full menu, and like, I will often just hold that order, and I'm going to say to you, like, have you tried these on before? Because if it's your first time buying from us, like, I don't mind holding these items, but like, I don't want to ship you, especially to especially anywhere, okay? Mm-hmm. If I ship you 10 t-shirts and those 10 t-shirts don't fit, the shipping cost to return it back is all based on weight, right? So sending back 10 t-shirts versus sending back one t-shirt is going to cost a lot more. The duties or taxes that you paid receiving those goods, I can't refund you for that. Yeah. Like, your government took that money and they're keeping it. So I can't refund you for that. So if you are testing yourself and you think, if I buy a couple, I'm saving a little bit on shipping, that's true. Our shipping rates are very reasonable. Like, when we ship things out, even when we're shipping it back in, they're reasonable. Like you're taking advantage of like our like, it's a discounted rate, but it's still expensive. Like, it's not nothing, right? So if you have to send back a lot of stuff, it's not good.
Yeah, and you might you might have to wait a little bit longer to receive the first order, to try on and then decide. But that's so much, and you have to pay the second shipping. But like considering the risk, the second shipping, which is like 17 US dollars, is really worth it. And we like encourage you because. Obviously people who are in here would know to look at the measurement guide and, whatever, but it's even still like each garment it has a different, level of, comfort for your,
right.
for your body. So
like the ELS cotton slub t-shirt and like the double heavyweight t-shirt, they're both heavyweight t-shirts. Double heavyweight's much heavier, much denser. It feels different compared to the ELS tee.
Yeah.
And so you might be one size in an ELS tee, but you prefer a different size in a double heavyweight tee. It just might be that way. Some people like, a loose fit or a tight fit, depending on the fabric. Yeah. So the fabric can change the way something feels on you or the way that you prefer it. So if you're gonna like test for sizing, number one, look, if you can do it locally, that's even better. Mm-hmm. Because, doing a return locally is easy as pie. Mm-hmm. International, it gets a little bit tricky. So like if you like don't think that you're gonna save money because like you're gonna save a little bit on shipping by like bulking it all up just to test the sizing. If it works, that's great. But if it doesn't work, the risk is too high. I don't recommend it. So oftentimes what I'll do is I'll see an order like that and I'll reach out to the customer and I'll say, hey, you know what? Why don't we send you one or two, right? Try it out, and if it's good, we'll send the rest. Yeah. And like, yes, you'll pay a second shipping for that, but I've helped people who've received it, and they're like, oh, thank God, because like, they ordered a bunch of shirts, and like, okay, give me the bigger size. Yeah. Because if I had shipped that, they would have been out so much money. It would not have been nice. Right. So just a little PSA there for everyone. Okay. You know what? I would like to get the double heavyweight colors to show off what's coming. Okay.
I also want to maybe start off with the henleys. Okay. We released them first.
I'll get those. So I'll get those. You want to... Okay.
Yeah, I want to talk about the henleys a little bit because, it's the first time we're releasing them. It is a 90% cotton, 10% cashmere, honeycomb patterned henley. And this fabric, we're just going to show you up close soon. But this one is a little bit different from the heavyweight Foxfibre waffle that we released. It's the same fit, same design, henley neck and all of that, but it fits different, and it's with heavyweight waffle, I think a lot of people sized down because it came out a little bit. The production came out a little bit larger than planned actually. And also the fabric is so it's such a stretchy, big fabric and heavyweight. So you don't want a lot of extra room. One thing is that if it's a heavyweight fabric, it doesn't drape so well. So it feels big when it's just a tiny bit of extra space. It feels big because it kind of, just it's there. If it's lighter fabric, it kind of clings to your body. It drapes nicer, so you don't feel it as much. And especially if it's lighter fabric, if it's actually too fitted, it feels like it's kind of tight because it does cling to your body. So with this cashmere blend henley, we published the measurement, which is slightly smaller, maybe 1 centimeters in each part. Smaller than the waffle, but also just the feeling of wearing it is different. Yeah. So I do recommend kind of maybe not just automatically choosing the same size as the heavyweight waffle if you have gotten the heavyweight waffle.
Just double check your measurements on that one. But my personal experience from wearing both is that because the Foxfibre waffle is a little bit more stretchy. Yeah. It's sort of, even if the measurements are close on paper, it just drapes a little bit differently on the body. Yeah. So it does generally feel a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. And waffle is this structure really stretches out, right? It bounces back, but it is stretches out and it's very heavy. Whereas this honeycomb is in the back, it's not a honeycomb. In the back, it's more flat. So this way, it's actually really nice because you can feel the like smoothness of cashmere on the inside. Like it's nicer on the skin, more luxurious feeling, I have to say. But because it's kind of like that kind of construction, it doesn't have that much of a give, as you can see. It doesn't go like the waffle does. So takes that into consideration as well. And I'm wearing the same size. For example, I'm wearing extra small in this and extra small in the heavyweight waffle, but heavyweight waffle feels more like a sweatshirt on me, whereas this one, like, I can
t-shirt.
Yeah, long sleeve t-shirt. I can even wear a shirt, like a collared shirt over it. The other one, I would wear a jacket over it, but not like a shirt because it feels more, bulkier.
Yeah. So I've been wearing the cashmere a lot this week, like as we were like receiving tons of boxes and stuff. And I'm just like, one thing, and I mentioned in the newsletter that I like about it is just like its durability, right? Like, it's made with cashmere, but like as I'm wearing it, I'm like, I don't need to baby this thing. Like it can really handle a beating. And like Risa's been wearing hers for like many months now, and like
extra small example. Sometimes I do that because I want to have a long time to like enjoy it and talk about it. But yeah,
and hers has been in the dryer like every time.
Yes,
every time. So like it could really just handle anything you throw at it. So not only is it like it's thick, it's heavy, it's durable, it's comfortable. It's just one of these garments that like you can just throw anything at it and it's going to handle it like really well.
Which is not what you would think about cashmere.
Yeah.
But it's very comfortable. One thing to note is that I'm wearing the ecru here. I'm going to take did you bring the sample? Okay.
I have the samples right here.
No.
Oh, the sample is here. What are you looking for?
Oh, yeah. This
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So,
the production.
There's a bit of a difference in the production with the horn buttons.
Yeah.
This is a horn button, real horn button too. But for production, we used the slightly different shaped horn button. I actually like this shape a little bit more. And for ecru, we chose a little bit of a lighter shade.
Yeah.
So the ecru has more of the like a brown, like a beige kind of colors. And then for black, we did the dark, more blackish. It is still real horn, so you would see like, a little bit of like variety within that, but it's mostly dark black.
Yeah.
And then the
khaki green has sort of like
mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. More white, ivory and black together kind of.
And so we will certainly highlight this on like the full video, which we haven't shot yet. I've started shooting it this week, but we haven't put it out yet. But it will be out a little bit closer to release day, which, by the way, is happening for those people tuning in now. It is happening soon. So we're planning on releasing the Cashmere Blend henleys in addition to the triple heavyweight tsuriami t-shirts on Thursday, November 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be an evening release for the West, a late night release for Europe, early morning release for us here in Asia. It's going to be 9 a.m. on the 21st here in Japan. So, we tried to cover as many time zones as we could, like at least as conveniently as we could. Middle Easterners, I know you're out there, so sorry. I know it's going to be really late for you guys, but hopefully we have enough stock. Or you stay up really late.
Yeah. I honestly don't know.
Look, I can't make everybody
the first time.
Yeah.
Also, so
no, it's not. We've done 7 p.m.s before.
No. The first time we're doing this.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just we try to we move the times around here and there. We try to make everyone happy. I know. We like increasingly we're seeing a lot more orders from the Middle East. This is
You keep saying that.
I keep seeing it like every other day. I keep seeing. I'm like,
There's more orders from other parts too.
yeah.
I think the ratio still doesn't change that much, but
I'm just happy to see all the different places people are discovering us. And, I would just say that because, like, I don't, in some places, I don't know how they found us. And, just...
Internet.
I know the internet, but it's just, like, how? How did you find us? How does one find a website? It's just, you don't just run into it. I know, but still, I want to know. I'm interested. Is there a an influencer in that region that talks about t-shirts or things like that I'm not aware of? I know what goes on in the English speaking world. I don't know what goes on in the non-English speaking world. So I'm always interested to know. McKinley asks, what size in the cashmere have I been wearing? I've been wearing the medium. And I wear it pretty well. The medium in the waffle, I also wore it, but I do feel that the waffle feels a little bit bigger on me, mostly because of the way like the fabric drapes. In the video, I will show the comparison of me in the medium, and even I'll wear a small. I think I could. Anyhow, look, the more B-roll you ask me to do, it just takes me longer to produce the video. But I will also have a comparison with Wyatt, who's a lot taller than me. I think he's like 6'1", and
he's a lot skinnier,
but he's a lot slimmer than me.
Slim, yeah.
But he's also been wearing a medium. Like I got like 30 pounds on him, something like that.
But he wears it kind of differently as well. He wears it a little bit loose. The more body that we have, we can kind of showcase the different sizing and stuff. I think it's going to be helpful.
McKinley says, is the small and medium both options for your size? I don't think the small in this one is for me. I think it'll be too too fitted for me. The medium I'm very comfortable in. I don't think I would go I wouldn't want to go smaller than that. But you'll see it in the full breakdown video.
And like for me, like extra small and small will be an option for me. I want to actually show what I would look like in small, because I think that's perfectly fine. But in the heavyweight waffle, small would have been way too big. So there is a difference in how it looks, even though like the measurements are slightly different. Okay,
Mr. Lawmaster, actually this is a good I think I first encountered Bahdzad and the Naked and Famous multiverse from the video Bahdzad Trinos Denim Samurai from like 2012. That's funny because the guy who made that video is like one of my oldest friends. I'm still friends with him today. His name's Philip. And it's one day, like, it was weird because I was like grade school friends with him, and then there was just a period of time where like we just didn't talk. Like, you're friends in fourth grade. Like, I'm an adult. Like I was a teenager, but it's just been years. And then he's the kind of guy where like we don't talk to each other for like 9 months or 2 years, and like we're like that. So great friend of mine. He was just like, hey, I'm coming to Montreal, and I heard you live there. I'm like, yeah, come on down. And he's like, when he was there, he's like, let me record all this stuff. I'm like, okay, do whatever you want. And he made a little video of a young Bahdzad in 2012 at Naked and Famous. Okay. Nick says, when does the video drop? I'm gonna say I'm gonna put a date on it, so I make sure I do it, and I will say
by next
weekend.
This time,
by next week. Maybe it'll drop on like Sunday next week. I'm gonna give myself until then. Okay, so the 16th, because I've shot a lot of the B-roll. I still need to shoot the A-roll. So my production, like the way I do it, I have like a shoot list that I do for like my B-roll. I kind of shoot sort of a lot of the similar things. So I'll shoot all the B-roll first, and then we'll shoot the A-roll, which is like me and Risa talking about the product. And then I'll start editing, and then whatever we talked about in the video that I don't have B-roll for, I will then do some pickup shots. Because sometimes I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I forgot, we talked about something that I just didn't pick up on the film, and it's not film, but you know what I mean? So I do that, and then, anyway, that's just my production process. It's a little slow, there's no music, there's no, like, mega animations going on. It's very basic in its form, but what I really try to do is match up whatever we're talking about with the B-roll, so that like as we're talking about those things, you can clearly see what we're talking about, and like that's just always been my goal. And trying to make sure that the colors look right. I get very caught in the weeds and that stuff. Like you have no idea. I'll sit there and just like touching colors. I'm like, I don't see it. At some point, you just don't even see any differences anymore, and you're like, I need to step away from this for a minute. Anyway, video editing is not my favorite thing in the world to do, but sometimes you just got to do it. You got to do it.
And of course, somebody asks that what's the sizing on the triple heavyweight. So we're also dropping triple heavyweight on that same day.
Yes.
So we should talk about it. Yeah. So triple heavyweight for those of you who are not familiar is even it is our heaviest t-shirt, and to this day, you know, I'm not going out to the world searching for the heaviest t-shirt, but this is by far the heaviest t-shirt I've ever encountered. A lot of people say that about this t-shirt. It is pretty heavy, and it is almost 600, like 590 something GSM, 593 GSM. So almost 600 GSM. Anything above 200 GSM t-shirt wise is considered to be like a heavyweight t-shirt. So this is hence the name, like triple the weight of the regular heavyweight t-shirt, and it is
you can
like
see
a
like
carpet.
Yeah,
it's like a rug. I have rugs that are thinner than this.
Like it gives me like I look tough in this. I'm not as, it doesn't hug me in weird ways. It stays pretty straight. Like look at that. It doesn't cling to my body. So I feel like it gives me a nice sort of tough trim look. But we have them in the two colors, black and the white, and it's just a beastly fabric. Just look how thick it is. And it's got a great texture to it as well.
Yeah, it's very slubby Texas cotton yarns. It is tough as it gets.
Yeah, I just want to see. So you like really here, hopefully it picks up on the camera. You can see just how textured it is, and you can see all those like knit lines in there, and it's got a nice slubbiness to it as well. So very, very thick, very tough, and if you're looking for the toughest t-shirt around, this is it. And not only that, it's also tsuriami knit, so it makes this even, in my opinion, even more rare and more special, because those knitting machines were originally for like underwear, right? Not this. So to make just a monster of a shirt, this thick, this heavy, this beefy tsuriami knit construction as well, I think it ticks a lot of boxes for us, fabric nerds out there. And if you're looking just for the toughest thing that you can get, this is it.
Yeah, it's really for the enthusiast, because we do have the double heavyweight, and double heavyweight is very heavy.
Yeah,
a lot of people consider that to be like as heavy as it can get in the t-shirt world. It is. We kind of position it as like that's a heavyweight, like it's like hefty, but also kind of like like regular people heavyweight, like wearable heavyweight.
Yes.
This one, even though it's wearable, it's like it's not like denim.
It's not for everyone.
Like, it's like above 20 ounce. It's just like really not practical in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it is just like. It's not that uncomfortable because it's a t-shirt, because it's a knit material, it kind of still does have the softness to a degree, but this is not practical in my opinion. It is very expensive, and it is too heavy for most people's standards. So I'm just saying that this is for those of you who are very enthusiastic about this.
Yes. And like we've had like people come and like, try it on. And they're like, okay, like I heard about the triple heavyweight. Like they have a double heavyweight, they heard about triple heavyweight. They put it on, they're like, oh. They're like, yeah, this is great, but like, I'm going to stick with the double heavyweight. And look, we don't make a lot of these for a reason. Like there's a small customer group for this. We make it because, look, at some point, you make something double, you got to make something triple. so we make it for that reason, right?
Well, we just wanted to kind of put a, we were talking when the other day we had a customer here, and we were just talking about, is this actually the heaviest t-shirt ever?
Yeah.
And
yes, this guy was very into like heavyweight like gear, and he's like, I heard about this t-shirt, I wanted to see it, and he's like, I went and I tried the other ones, which have higher like ounce claims, and he's like, no, this is it. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like I already, like, I've never touched that one, but I've seen pictures of it, and I'm like, no, that ain't it. And yeah, it's something else. So look, if you want the superlative of t-shirts, you bought the 40-ounce jeans, you've got some heavy jeans, some heavy flannels, a big thick N1 deck jacket, you're gonna enjoy this one. But I'm also gonna say, for there's gonna be a soft-brained individual out there, I'm just gonna explain them like that, who's gonna be like, they do that much for a t-shirt. Lately I've seen, like, not lately, but I've seen them every now and then. Some, but it applies to everything, whether it's a t-shirt or jeans or anything, socks. You would pay that much for that? And it's like, every now and then I see somebody smartly answer, and they're like, it's a 600 and something, GSM t-shirt. They're like, that's like 3 t-shirts, like 3 heavyweight t-shirts. Like, the heavyweight t-shirts that you like, just multiply that by 3. Obviously, it's not 3 times the sewing, but it's certainly harder to sew. And then you figure out, like, the pricing is reasonable, or like you break it down by the gram, and like the pricing is about the same. It's just you're getting a lot more. Like, you don't complain that the bag of flour that's 500 grams costs half the price, or like the bag of flour that's a kilogram costs twice the price of a bag of flour that is 500 grams. It's a bag of flour. I'm like, yeah, but how much volume are you getting? Volume.
Well, anyhow, I don't.
We're not volume pricing, but my point is,
this is like special fabric, and there's a cost involved with the efficiency of it, the craftsmanship of it, like all of that. So I don't necessarily agree that it is the value that you get as a weight of
no, right. It's just that I would say that people in our world often make that weird comparison. Well, it's that much for a t-shirt. I'm like, yeah, but you don't also make the same. You don't cry when the 24 pack of Coke costs more than the 12 pack of Coke, right? Because you understand there's a pack of Coke. Like, you're not thinking of it like that, right? So I'm just saying that, when you see like a sweatshirt that's almost 900 GSM, like, you're getting a lot of sweatshirt for that. You have to understand that, Anyhow, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe it didn't come out good, but that's what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense?
I mean, I get the part of your points, yes, but that's not, I don't necessarily agree with that kind of, that comparison, because I feel like that's a little bit misleading, because we're not charging because of the weight of the cotton.
Right.
Raw material cost, it has something to do with it, but it's way more than that.
Right. But right.
No,
but
I get it.
You get it. Okay, we both get it.
Cool.
All right. It's part of it, but yeah, you get it. Okay. Soft brain. I like when people laugh when I like calling soft brain, double-digit IQs. It's okay. It's all right.
But Nicholas is right. I think the expression is smooth-brained. We've all got soft brain.
Yes, we do all have soft brains, smooth brains. Like, there's not a lot of lanes of traffic going on there. It's just
surface is small.
Okay. To be fair, I cry paying the Canadian Coke prices. Coca-Cola is expensive in the West. It's ridiculously cheap here. I'm just saying. It is
like cheaper than water sometimes.
Yeah, it is like even like thinking back to like my childhood, like how much a can of Coke cost at the store, like it's as cheap as that currently here in Japan. And I think that's kind of impressive.
A lot of things are like
it's like back to the 80s, the good old 80s brightest thing.
Yeah.
Come to Japan. I'm telling everybody, come here and experience Japan. The prices are still okay. They're still fine. There's certainly, raising prices here and there. I've noticed it. Certain products I've liked, There's a bottle of soda that I really like called Wilkinson's Ginger Ale. I really loved it. And I still love it.
To be like 80 cents.
88 cents. Hold on, I gotta show. This is one of the best bottles of any soda. I think it's the greatest bottle of soda as far as packaging. Ginger ale bottle. This is the greatest bottle. It is so beautiful. And these things used to cost. Look at this beautiful bottle. What a handsome looking bottle. View image. Look at that. Isn't that handsome? It has sort of like these grooves that go up and down. Maybe you get a better side profile of that bottle. But these used to be 88 cents. Now they're like $1.40. Or like 140 yen. So the price has gone up. Not happy about it. But c'est la vie. I don't know. Nothing's closing. Sorry, my browser stinks. Back to here. Okay, anyways. Come to Japan, get some cheap ginger ale. Nicholas Vilpu says, the same people who complain about the price also complain that their $20 shirt doesn't last. Yes, this is also the same people. I was also in on a Reddit thread last night, just reading through Reddit, where somebody was literally complaining that their like $20 sweatshirt from like a mall brand. And like, you know, it was like a mother complaining about like their child wearing through this so fast. And like, it was weird because the audience was sort of like, oh, take it back. Like, just take it back. Like, that shouldn't do that. And I'm like, I really wonder what you're like. Obviously, you shouldn't do that like immediately. But also, like, I didn't see the whole garment, so it was hard to tell. Mm-hmm. But like, sometimes you see that like these sweatshirts and things like that are like vintage washed or at like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm like, how do you think they get the vintage wash on that sweatshirt? Yeah. They put chemicals on it and it burns out the fibers, so the fibers are weaker, and like that's what's going to happen. Like that's not gonna not happen. It's definitely going to happen. So yeah. Anyhow.
Yeah, those also are the same people who would complain that they're like, you know, low fat, you know, yogurt made them fat or something like that. And it's just like there's always like unreasonable consumer standards anyway.
Low fat. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, don't eat the whole thing.
Yeah, like, don't eat like 5 of those every day. Yes, you will get fat. I don't know. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we all know. We all know the answer. Sorry. Now I took my glasses off. I'm struggling here. I think they're on the other table. Okay. Okay, for a second I thought we weren't going to rant today, but there it is. Thanks for coming through. You got it. You can always get me riled up. It's pretty easy. I want to bring out the double heavyweight sweatshirt colors.
Okay, let's do that. We're going to wrap it up.
We got to wrap it up. Okay, sorry.
Now. Yeah. People do not educate themselves yet. Yell uninformed takes. Yet yell uninformed takes the loudest.
Yeah. That's me. Is it me?
No, it's just like people who.
Too many sweatshirts on there. Oh boy. Hold on.
It is a heavy bunch. Yeah. So let's just show off some of these newest colors first.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so these are the 3 never been produced colors. I think this rust color may be the winner of the bunch for me. It is a beautiful, like a burnt orange kind of brick kind of color. What do we call it? Rust. Yeah, rust. So it is very like, I don't know. It's great for this time of the year. Obviously, it has like a really nice fall vibes, but it also, I think it's very like wearable with a lot of different colors. Like it can go well with jeans. It goes well with, you know, like a fatigue pants and, you know, that kind of color palette as well. We went really hard on the yeah, it goes well with the black as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it on.
We went hard on the earthy tones because it just like it it can go with like a lot of our other things that we make. You know, we use a lot of brown because of Foxfibre and everything, and it just this is kind of like complementary color, and it's very handsome.
Yeah. So.
The next one is Dune. Dune.
And so Dune is very similar.
Very much. Okay, we gotta do the comparison between Dune and the Iron Mordant. So this is basically like, I'm not saying this is the poor man's Iron Mordant, but it is a very similar color. Next to each other, obviously it is a different color. This one that has a little bit more yellowness to it, and but it is a similar color palette. And you know, not everybody wants to spend a ton of money on.
This is the budget-friendly version.
Yes,
in our collection.
Yes, like and if you really like the Foxfibre colors. And you don't really care for the cotton itself. Not that this is a bad cotton.
It's just like here you can see that there's a lot more like color nuance. Yeah. You're certainly paying for those details, and with a conventional dye, you just don't have the same range of depth of color. It's a little
bit more flat.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still a nice color. It is a very wearable color. And I think it's very handsome. I think I'm matching this right now.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, it's a great color.
And then finally,
Sage. So this is more, we've done green in the past, but like in a deeper green. Color. Yeah, this one is a little bit more, again, it goes with the earthy tones kind of palette.
You want to throw that on too.
Okay, yeah. This one's like, it's, I would say some people may call it olive, but I think sage is the correct color name for this because it has this like fadedness, right? Like it's got this a little bit of lightness to it. So it's not as like, dark or deep. It is a more faded, muted kind of green. So.
Yeah. And I think, like, whether you're going to wear this with, like, indigo, blue jeans, or, like, black, like, it really does, it really pairs up really well. And I guess, like, we really wanted to go with, like, a lot of earth tones, obviously, because we do a lot of earth tones in general. But the fall, it matches up with so many, of your wardrobe pieces. And, we just wanted to make sure that things were pretty, like, wearable, like, fairly universally. So, there's a lot of green in our wardrobes. And, I just wanted to have a nice green option for you here. So we went from the dark to a little bit lighter, maybe even like a little bit more like military green with this one. So that's going to be the new one that's available. So 3 new colors in addition to, we have some classics that come back. Now these are all old samples. So like construction details, like these are the original samples.
Yeah, we gotta update our samples.
Yeah, the neck was not right on this one. But we have the black, the navy, and then...
the black is sumi black, so it's faded black, and then navy and heather gray, and ecru. Yeah,
so this is the first zip hoodie sample, which has the wrong zipper on it. And this is the first pullover hoodie sample, which has the... doesn't have the exposed French terry loops on the inside. So we could still technically do this construction, but you don't see the French terry on the inside. This is basically they take the fabric and they fold it over. So this is the way a lot of hoodies are made, and that's why you don't see the inside. If it's a double layer hoodie, that is. But with our double layer hoodies.
Yeah, I don't know if they can do that.
The double heavyweight doesn't have the double hood anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. It's too heavy for they broke up too many needles sewing that. So I don't know if they can do that even either. But either way, we want to show off the inside as well. So I think the way that we do it makes sense for us. But so those 7 colors will be available in 4 fits.
Yeah,
all of them.
I'm getting hot.
It's really hot in here. Pullover hoodie, zip hoodie, crew neck, and sweatpants. times 7 colors. So a lot of heavyweights.
Yeah. The Raven says, please tell me the Dune, Sage, and Rust are mainstays. I can tell you now, they will not be.
They will not be this season.
Yeah.
I think, we do a lot of things repeatedly because I think, we believe in the fabric. We love it, but we also have to kind of keep it moving because as much as I want to I have all of these colors are our babies, we like them. That's why we made them. But at the same time, we can't keep everything repeated because we wouldn't have
no, we would not have the space
and I think we need the freshness every season.
Even though we have way more space now, the way more space we have now, I'm gonna say only barely handles the 7 colors that we're doing this season. If we kept these going and continued to add, we would run out of space real quick. Any one of these boxes, if it's a pullover hoodie or a zip hoodie, it carries 8 or maybe 10 hoodies per box. There's not a lot.
There is the hoodies, pullover and zip
sometimes
hoodie
6
in larger sizes, extra large and double XL. There's only 6 that fits in one box of these. It is a lot. We get hundreds of boxes by the end of the season, and that's a lot.
It's a lot. So we have to sometimes keep things moving, but it also allows us to create more new options for you. So I think that's it's one of those things that you got to weigh out. Mm-hmm. But, I would say that if you've been following us, I probably say this a lot, but if you've been following us and you want something, you're there on release day, you're going to know where to get it, when to get it, how to get it. You're going to get it. You're not going to miss out. Our production at this point is I think we really struck the right balance where I don't find that we're depends on the product. Some things are day one sellouts, but for the most part, things trickle out a little bit. Even fleeced Foxfibre, I'm gonna say we're probably 90% sold through, and maybe 80% of that sell through was day one. But we had enough inventory to carry us for a couple of weeks after the release. Now it's pretty low. The double heavyweight French terry with the Foxfibre, same thing. Day one was the major release, and then it slowly trickled down, and that's kind of what I prefer. So anyway, it's a little hard for shipping days, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but also that. This is kind of also why I think it's a good thing that we showcase these colors way ahead of time, at least a season ahead. We show off as soon as we get our samples. Exactly what's going to happen in the next spring with Super Looper colors and stuff like that. So you have time to think about it and time to kind of do I want to buy this season because I like this color, or do I wait till next year because I want this kind of color or whatever. So I think it's just, we try to make it easy for you, even though we can't keep everything, repeated, made again and again all the time. And we obviously keep the classics Sumi Black.
Right, Navy, Heather Gray. So yeah. I just want to bring up the website. So as for those people who might be tuning in, or maybe you didn't hear it before, but the cashmere blend honeycomb henleys and the triple heavyweight tsuriami t-shirts are coming on November 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's the 21st of November, Friday at 9 a.m. Japan time. So if you're out there in the West, just keep that in mind for timing. That's going to be the release date on our website. That's for the henleys, the cashmere henleys, and the triple heavyweight tsuriami. And if you want to know where you can find one locally, we got the retailer availability right here. So we have it broken down by customer and by fabric. So triple heavyweight tsuriami t-shirts, you're going to be able to find them at Blue Owl Workshop in black and white, James Dant black and white. So a lot of the triple heavyweights, through many of our retailers, you've got both color options. And same thing with the henleys, cashmere blend honeycomb, and you can see who's carrying what. So it's broken down. A lot of people carrying Ecru. I think Ecru is going to be the number one. I think it's obvious because everybody practically bought the Ecru. But I think it's also maybe the most versatile in general. Personally, I have the khaki. I've been wearing the khaki a lot myself. Black, I would love to wear it, but it's cats. I wear lately I've been wearing these black jeans, but the cats get me on that one. But so if you want to know where to get it, check out the website. We got the release scheduler the release information all here for you. Okay.
McKinley is asking us on our behalf. We need more likes. The ratio's off.
Get the likes up, everybody. Hit that. It's free, by the way. Free to support us with a little bit of a like. So if you haven't done so already, just give it a little love tap right there. We will greatly appreciate it, and we know McKinley will appreciate it too. So if you're not doing it for us, then do it for Mr. McKinley out there. I so appreciate the retail partner list. Thank you for doing that, and love the new formatting. You're very welcome. I just want to make sure that you guys know and can get things when and where you want it. I know that releases, especially for, like, again, we're not Champion or Nike. We don't have infinite amounts of inventory. So, being able to get something that you really want is very important to me. I despise not being able to get what I want. Like, there's so many products out these days. I know Risa's going to cut me off soon, but
sorry, I'm not being mean.
No, I know. We were on a bit of a schedule today. I'm just going to last rant. There's just so many products that come out that come out these days where it's like, it's basically designed to be impossible for you to get. Here's this like mega desirable item in whether it's sneakers or watches or whatever it is, cameras even, they just make it impossible for you to buy it. They spend so much money advertising it, putting it out there. You see all the photos, you want it, it's desirable. And it's like, this isn't some like small little niche brand that's making everything like very carefully. This is a giant company. And sometimes I just want to buy shoes. And like, I can't buy the shoes. Why can't I buy the shoes? I know you can make more shoes, but you don't make more of the shoes because you don't want to make more of the shoes. And like, that's certainly not our aim. And like, that's why we have, distribution. I try to make everything as clear and easy as possible. So if you want to get it, you should be able to get it. And like, I hate shopping like that. And I just don't like that so many more brands and companies are doing that just to sort of create this artificial value. And, I know that sometimes we sell out, but we always try to bring it back. At the very least,
we do get complaints, and it's just like we try to explain that like we're not doing that, and because we understand that feeling that you have of like, hey, I thought I was gonna get this and I didn't, like, just because I wasn't there on the minute one, like I don't even have a chance to. Yes, I get how upsetting it is. We're trying not to do that, but with colors, obviously, like colors is another thing. We have to keep it moving to a certain degree. So I mean, I don't think we have ever killed a product that we introduced so far. I think we always remade it. The only thing we are killing is the indigo blanket line, but we're bringing it back. In the way that we can bring it back, right? Like, so it's we truly believe in the products that we make, and like, whoever want to support it, like, unless it's not selling at all, we're not gonna kill it. Right. Like, if it's really if it's a dud, we're not gonna keep making it. But that's understandable. But like, there's so many products that come out there that are like highly desirable, and they're just like, nah. Yeah. Right. It's designed to like make you want it, and then they're like, too bad, you can't have it. And then I really hate to see like it's one thing if a person wore it and then, okay, I'm done with this, I'm not wearing this anymore, so I'll put it up on Poshmark or eBay or whatever and sell it. But I would never want to see like our things like being bought on the brand new and then like sold on those secondary sites for more money. Yeah, like a resale site. Yeah, it's like one thing to sell, a secondhand item, but it's like another thing to buy it because you think you're going to profit off of it. Yeah. No. If I ever came across that, we will try to squash that. Right. I promise you. Okay. We're going to do it? Okay, very quickly. Very quickly. We've got a special snack time today. I burnt my face off with sour candy from this company before, and now they've come up with the Hyper Mint Candy. Yeah. This is mint candy meant to freeze your face off. Yeah. Let's see if it does that, because I have to say, I do like a minty candy. I really do. I remember for a while, I was always looking for like the mintiest mints I can find. Yeah, sometimes the mintiest mints are spicy. Like, right. Yeah,
I like
so
I like a
don't
good
have-
fisherman's friend. Like those are pretty good.
Right.
But I don't know what to expect from this because this is a candy, not the mint, but I think it's
and
supposed.
it has color, so it kind of looks like it's gonna taste like fruits.
Right.
But who knows? Okay, let's do it.
We're gonna find out.
I'm gonna do the orange.
The X candy. If it's too much for me, I'm gonna spit it out because last time I literally
Yeah, we're not gonna
burnt
kill
my tongue.
ourselves. Okay, let's do
Oh,
it.
you're doing orange? I'm gonna do
Yeah.
pink.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Boom.
It doesn't have a lot of like powder, so
No.
that's a good
Okay,
sign.
cheers.
All right, cheers. Huh?
There's nothing.
It's not even a little bit minty.
0. On a minty scale, this is a 0 out of 10.
Is minty like my? It says like cold.
No.
It's like below freezing menthol. It says.
0. 0 out of 10. I've never handed a 0 before. But this is a 0 out of 10.
it coming?
Because no, it's not coming. I've never handed a 0 before because 0 would indicate that it didn't do the thing. Like if you know what I mean? This didn't provide even 1% of mintiness or coldness or mentholness at all. I don't know what they thought.
I think it's a mistake. Maybe they put the wrong candy in the bag.
I think I got a defective bag. Because for real, there's no mint.
0. Not even like a little bit.
Not even a hint. I
Not
could.
even like a mojito level. 0 mint.
Weird.
I'm confused.
Because their sour candy literally burnt my face off. And this is doing nothing. Look, there's skeletons on there. There's skulls.
And this is a Yeti. Like,
Maybe it's in the center. I don't think so.
I mean, I don't think we have time to get to the center.
But I would think it would be on the outside.
Yeah. Well, at least like on the middle, like middle layer would have a little bit of mint.
Because the candy part is the same as the sour candy. Right? I just cracked mine in
Maybe.
half.
Is there anything in the
Nothing.
disappointment? I am upset.
0 out of 10. Below 0.
That's
Below 0. What they didn't promise is what the grade that they got. So there you have X candy. I don't know if I'm going to try it again. I don't know if I'm going to buy another pack. Unless I see a pack of these with like giant crystals on it. I don't know. Very disappointed.
it's just like a regular candy. It's not bad.
The candy is fine.
Yeah.
But the mint delivery, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. On that note.
On that note, we'll leave it there, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to another weekly live stream here, broadcasting live from Yokohama, Japan. This is the Wonder Looper weekly live stream, the greatest live stream in the history of all live stream. My name is Bahdzad,
My name is Risa.
and we hope you have a nice weekend. Do something nice for yourself.
And somebody else.
We'll see you soon. All right. Bye, everyone.